is that the heartbeat of film is and will always remain unmistakably human. As only the Academy can do, we are recognizing the best films of 2025 across genres, disciplines, and regions around the globe. And this includes, for the first time, an award for achievement in casting. Our nominees are voted on by the esteemed members of the Academy. And not only are we looking forward to honoring them at the Oscars on Sunday, March 15th, we are thrilled that Conan O'Brien is returning as our Oscars host. I would like to thank our ASL interpreters for making today's announcement accessible. And now, to announce the 98th Academy Award nominees, please welcome Oscar-nominated actress Danielle Brooks and actor Louis Pullman.
Thank you, Lynette.
And thank you to the Academy for inviting us to announce the nominees this morning.
Danielle, you were nominated for an Oscar for The Color Purple, in case you forgot. What was that like when you heard them call your name that morning?
A day I could never forget, honey. Oh my God, it was a dream come true. And how about we make some other people's dreams come true?
That sounds great to me.
All right, let's do it.
Danielle, as a former nominee in this next category, why don't you just kick it off? Take the first one.
Okay. For performance by an actress in a supporting role. Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value. Inga Eves' Lilos in Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan in Weapons. Wunmi Mosaku in Sinners. And Tiana Taylor in One Battle.
The nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyling are Frankenstein, Kokuo, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister.
Coming up right now, the nominees for achievement in music original score. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
And now, here are the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film. Butcher's Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama, The Singers, and Two People Exchanging Saliva.
For Best Animated Short Film, the nominees are Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters.
There are two award categories honoring writing. The first for adapted screenplay. The nominees are Begonia, screenplay by Will Tracy. Frankenstein, written for the screen by Guillermo del Toro. Hamnet, screenplay by Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell. One Battle After Another, written by Paul Thomas Anderson. And Train Dreams, screenplay by Clint Bentley and Greg Tweedar.
And for original screenplay, the nominees are Blue Moon, written by Robert Kaplow. It Was Just an Accident, written by Jafar Panahi. Script collaborators Nader Saivar, Shad Meher Rothstein, Mehdi Mahmoodian.
Marty Supreme, written by Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie. Sentimental Value, written by Eskil Fucht. Joachim Trier. And Sinners, written by Ryan Coogler.
So, since I did the first acting award, you take this one.
Thank you, Danielle. Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a supporting role. Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo in Sinners. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. And Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value.
Oh my God, that was so exciting. Okay, it's time for our halftime break. Congratulations to the first round of Oscar nominees.
We'll be back with more nominations.
We are off to a great start with already some big surprises. Best Supporting Actress, we got Amy Madigan from Weapons. Now, she won the Critics' Choice Awards and did not get any love at the Golden Globes, but she just got an Oscar nomination. This is so crazy. Amy Madigan is, my favorite, going into it, because I remember watching her on Field of Dreams. I mean, she's been a character actress for decades, and for a horror movie character to get attention at the Academy Awards is a monumentous moment. And we also, of course, have in that category Tiana Taylor, who won the Golden Globe. She's the favored to win. Her performance carries the movie. I think this is like her year for sure. And then we also got some surprises in the Best Supporting Actor category. Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein, and we also had Delroy from Sinners, which was a big deal. I think no one saw that one coming. One Battle After Another is already, and Sinners are already racking up several nominations. It's expected that both of them will be neck and neck, and maybe even break Titanic's, historic number of nominations today. This is very exciting because, we already have had an award season, the Critics' Choice Awards, the Golden Globes, and so we know a little bit. We already know who's won so far and who's been snubbed, and there's been some surprises so far too. In the Best Lead Actress category, people are wondering, is Kate Hudson going to get some love? Because she was nominated for a Golden Globe, which surprised a lot of people, for Song Sung Blue. It's a crowd pleaser movie. It has like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes in the popcorn meter, and that's the Hugh Jackman movie where he and Kate play two halves of a Neil Diamond tribute band, and the movie is doing really well, and it's a real crowd pleaser. So this is sort of a, people are looking for, all eyes are right now on who are the snubs and who are the big surprises. Jacob Elordi won a Critics' Choice Award for Frankenstein, and he just got his first Oscar nomination, which is huge. From Euphoria to Frankenstein, this is a big moment for him. Let's check in on some of your comments, see how you guys are feeling so far. We have, I swear if they don't give any awards to Sinners, this is true. And people said, I agree, Sinners better get Best Director at least. So Ryan Coogler did just land a nomination for Best Original Screenplay for Sinners. And it seems like he might be a lock-in already for that one. But it could be Ryan Coogler's year for Best Director as well. He'd have to beat out P.T. Anderson. Neither have been nominated just yet, but both are pretty much a shoo-in. We also have... we also want to hear what you think is any snubs. So far, who has been doing well, in the awards season press trail, and you haven't seen their name yet. Of course, we're expecting to see Timothée Chalamet's name. He's been hitting the ground hard for Marty Supreme, and it looks like we are back with Lewis and Danielle any minute to find out the rest of the nominations. I love a halftime. I feel like Bad Bunny right now. Anyone else? No? So let us know in the comments, and we're going to read them live on YouTube right now. The biggest surprises, who you're rooting for, and also any snubs. We always love a good snub at 8:45 in the morning. All right, looks like we are about 10 seconds away, and we are coming back to the show. Take it away.
First new Oscar category in 25 years. Achievement in casting. Hamnet. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. The Secret Agent. and Sinners.
Next, the nominees for Achievement in Costume Design. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Frankenstein. Hamnet. Marty Supreme. And Sinners.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Music, Original Song. Dear Me from Diane Warren, Relentless. Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunter. I Lied to You from Sinners. Sweet Dreams of Joy from Viva Verdi. And Train Dreams from Train Dreams.
And now the nominees for Best Documentary Feature Film. The Alabama Solution. Come See Me in the Good Light. Cutting Through Rocks. Mr. Nobody Against Putin. And The Perfect Neighbor.
Coming up right now, the nominees for Best Documentary Short Film. They are All the Empty Rooms. Armed Only with a Camera, The Life and Death of Brent Renault. Children No More Were and Are Gone. The Devil is Busy. And Perfectly a Strangeness.
For Best International Feature Film, the nominees are The Secret Agent, Brazil. It Was Just an Accident, France. Sentimental Value, Norway. Sirat, Spain. And The Voice of Hind Rajab, Tunisia.
For Best Animated Feature Film, here are the nominees. Arco. Elio. K-Pop Demon Hunters. Little Amelie or the Character of Rain. And Zootopia 2.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design. Frankenstein. Hamnet. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. And Sinners.
Next, the nominees for Achievement in Film Editing. F1. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. Sentimental Value. And Sinners.
And for Achievement in Sound, here are the nominees. F1. Frankenstein. One Battle After Another. Sinners. And Sirat.
For Achievement in Visual Effects, the nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash. F1. Jurassic World Rebirth. The Lost Bus. And Sinners.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Cinematography. Frankenstein. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. Sinners. And Train Dreams.
For a performance by an actor in a leading role, the nominees are Timothée Chalamet and Marty Supreme. Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another. Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon. Michael B. Jordan in Sinner. And Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent.
For performance by an actress in a leading role, the nominees are Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue,
There she is, Kate Hudson.
Renata Reinsva in Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone in Begonia.
For achievement in directing, the nominees are Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
And for our final category, let's read them together.
I think you got it. Okay.
Please.
The 10 films nominated for Best Picture are
Begonia, Ed Guiney and Andrew Lowe, Yorgos Lanthimos, Emma Stone, and Lars Knudsen, producers.
F1, Chad Omen, Brad Pitt, Didi Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Joseph Kosinski, and Jerry Bruckheimer, producers.
Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro, J. Miles Dale, and Scott Stuber, producers.
Hamnet, Liza Marshall, Pippa Harris, Nicholas Gonda, Steven Spielberg, and Sam Mendes, producers.
Marty Supreme, Eli Bush, Ronald Braunstein, Josh Safdie, Anthony Koutagis, and Timothy Chalamet, producers.
One Battle After Another, Adam Somner, Sarah Murphy, and Paul Thomas Anderson, producers.
The Secret Agent, Emily Leclos, producer.
Sentimental Value, Maria Eckerhoft and Andrea Berretinson Otmar, producers.
Sinners, Zinzi Kugler, Sev Ohanian, and Ryan Coogler, producers.
And Train Dreams, Marissa McMahon, Teddy Schwarzman, Janowitz, Ashley Schlafer, and Michael Heimler, producers.
Congratulations to all of this year's nominees.
This is so great. I truly enjoy being here with you. And for us to have the honor of announcing this year's Oscar nominees to movie fans around the globe.
Make sure to watch the Oscars live from the Dolby Theater at Ovation Hollywood, hosted by Conan O'Brien on Sunday, March 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific, live on ABC and Hulu. Have a wonderful morning.
Amazing. Louis, Danielle, thank you so much for taking us through that. This is huge. First of all, we have to talk about it right up at the top. Wicked 2, Wicked for Good, Wicked for Bad, completely shut out, totally snubbed, nothing for Ariana, nothing for Cynthia Erivo. One of our commenters says, wait, was Wicked 2 snubbed for costume design? We thought maybe Wicked for Good would get a little love from, on the more creative, the non-acting or non-directing categories. It seems like Frankenstein is going to clean up in that category. They're getting all the creative awards. But Wicked 2, nothing. And this is really unfortunate because Wicked 1 was such a box office smash and was considered a better movie. And I think a lot of the Oscar love was maybe waiting for Wicked 2, but then the movie fell short of expectations. This is a bummer for my girls, Cynthia and Ari, but we've got a lot of huge surprises. First, we got to talk about the Best Actor and the Best Actress categories. Leo secured a Best Actor nomination, Leonardo DiCaprio. This is not a supporting actor role for One Battle After Another. He's going up against Timothy Chalamet. And of course, we also have Ethan Hawke. This is big. Michael B. Jordan got a Best Actor nomination for Sinners. He should get 2 Oscars for this because he played 2 different characters. And also we have the dark horse who could win the whole thing, Brazilian actor Wagner Moura. He's in The Secret Agent. People say the movie's incredible, but one of our comments right here says, The Secret Agent movie, that put me to sleep. So maybe that won't win, but Wagner, however you say it in Portuguese, is doing great this morning. So Best Actress, Jessie Buckley has been already doing very well for Hamnet, and she was nominated. But this is big. We have two big surprises. Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I Could Kick You. She's incredible in this film. And Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue. She's also a fantastic actress and a great performance in this, less Oscar buzzy kind of movie. We also have Renata Rensby and Emma Stone. This is a competitive category. I think it's Jessie Buckley's year, but I'm really happy for my girl, Rose Byrne. I've been loving her on, Platonic on Apple TV. Of course, we love her from Bridesmaids. She's really one of these actors that can do comedy and drama. And this year, she has an Oscar nomination. This is huge. Probably the only award that we know is going to go, the only two awards we know are definitely going to happen is K-pop Demon Hunters. They were nominated for Best Song for Golden, which was a #1 hit for week after week in the United States here and around the globe. And of course, we also have Best Animated Feature for K-pop Demon Hunters. It's a runaway hit for Netflix. It's like the biggest thing they've ever had. I think the only two Oscars we know are going to happen are for K-pop Demon Hunters and Golden. It's really just a shoe-in. I think Jessie Buckley is the other, all eyes are on Jessie Buckley. But let's check in with some of your comments and see who you're most excited about. Of course, we got the Ryan Coogler Best Director nomination we talked about earlier. People are really excited about that. And we also have Chloe Zhao was nominated for Hamnet. In this category, Best Director, a lot of women don't get nominated, and the tide seems to be changing on that category. One of our commenters said, let's go Coogler for Best Director. This is definitely a breakout moment for, Ryan Coogler and Sinners. We've got tons of cast members are nominated, including Michael B. Jordan, and they've also are nominated up and down the list for screenplay, and other awards. Also for Best Director, we have Chloe Zhao, as mentioned. Josh Safdie was nominated for Marty Supreme. They also, I think, are the pick for Best Casting, but we'll see on in March 15th. Best Director, we also have Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. He's definitely the front runner. And then we have, I'm probably saying this wrong, Joachim Trier, this from Sentimental Value. This is a Norwegian film, incredible movie. And then, of course, Ryan Coogler. And let's talk about the Best Picture nominations real quick. The big surprise was F1. Apple TV produced this movie. Brad Pitt is starring in it. It is a race car movie. I went into it not knowing anything about race cars. I was like, oh, they do pit stops all the time. I had no idea. The movie is a visual feast, and it is a visual effects, total success. And so F1 got nominated for Best Picture. It's likely not going to win, but I think that was a big surprise for this morning. Variety predicted it, but other people were saying there's no way F1's going to get a Best Picture nomination. To me, it's the Top Gun Maverick of this year. We also have Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, which will probably win for Best Foreign Language Film, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. That's sort of a sleeper hit on Netflix, starring Joel Edgerton. I still need to see that one. It looks good. Let's check in with your comments and see what you guys think are how the tides are turning for the Oscar nominations this morning. Let's see. It says, ban the Warner Brothers acquisition by Netflix. Oh, we're getting political. It's too early for that. But yes, Netflix is going to definitely do well at the Oscars thanks to K-pop Demon Hunters. Train Dreams is another Netflix production. But traditionally in the past couple of years, Netflix has not gotten a lot of love from the Academy. And part of that is because, a lot of their movies are only in theaters for just a few weeks, and then they put them right back on Netflix. And so there's a little bit of tension over how people should be watching cinema and going to the movies, but a big morning for Netflix thanks to Frankenstein. We got Jacob Elordi. Unfortunately, Oscar Isaac did not get a nomination, but the director got a nomination, Best Picture got a nomination, Best Costumes. Frankenstein is walking away with a lot of nominations. Will they win any? We'll find out on March 15th. Let's also see what you guys are saying. People are just excited about the Oscars. I like that. Someone said, was Unknown Caller snubbed for documentary? I have no idea. This is the fun thing about the Oscars, where the Critics' Choice Awards and the Golden Globes are all movies and TV. The Oscars are really just go hard on film, including documentaries, short films, animated shorts, editing gets love, and so we're seeing movie buffs get to really enjoy some of the lesser known big box office moments. But this year we did get a new category for best casting. And this is exciting. As I said before, I think it's probably Marty Supreme's year. They had some really original wild card character actors, including Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank was in it, but they had some Fran Drescher's in that movie. I think Marty Supreme has a good chance of winning, but let's go through the nominees list real quick for the new category, best casting. We have Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. Sinners has a huge ensemble cast led by Michael B. Jordan, who has an Oscar nomination, which is incredible. And, Sinners is also expected to do very well on Oscar night. We're still getting love from Jacob Elordi. Page 6 viewers, you guys love Jacob Elordi. And of course, he's going to be in the new Euphoria season coming up. He's back. Sydney Sweeney's back. Zendaya is back. We're very excited about that. But that's TV. This morning is all about the movies. We got this here. The Unknown Caller was nominated for documentary feature film or documentary. Oh, it was not nominated. Okay, so people are saying this might be a snub, and we'll have to look into it. Unknown Caller. I do not know Unknown Caller. I don't know her, but we'll do some more research and figure out more about that. And so it seems like, the big story, Wicked 2, completely shut out, and there's a lot of love for One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Frankenstein. And then we got some surprise nominations for Kate Hudson and Rose Byrne, my favorite, love her. And, in the acting categories, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners and, other actors got nominated for Sinners that people did not see were a definite shoo-in. And of course, Timothée Chalamet, no surprise, he's on a winning streak. He won a Golden Globe, he won a Critics' Choice Awards, and now he just earned his 3rd Oscar nomination. He lost last year to Adrian Brody, and he was for the Bob Dylan movie, Complete Unknown. He was previously nominated and should have won for Call Me By Your Name. He's fantastic in that, and that's like the movie that turned him into a star. But now, of course, he's the face of Dune. He's the face of all these Oscar bait movies, and Marty Supreme is a wild ride. Josh Safdie is nominated for Best Director, and there's a good chance that Timmy might make Oscar history as the 2nd youngest man to win Best Actor. Adrian Brody won that originally, I think, at the age of 28 for The Pianist. It's an incredible film, one of my Letterboxd top 4 of all time. But so far, Timothée Chalamet has not broken that streak. Leonardo DiCaprio for decades, was kind of a running joke in his 30s and 40s that he was going to always be nominated, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And so Leonardo DiCaprio is nominated for One Battle After Another for Best Actor. Some thought maybe he was Best Supporting Actor, material because he's not in the movie the whole time, or maybe he is, but his character is more comedic and has more of a supporting role in it. But I think Tiana Taylor, his co-star in the first half of the movie, is a shoo-in. It would be a shocker to me if she does not win an Oscar this year. All right, let's look at a few more comments before we go. Wait, no EGOT for Ari. Wicked robbery. Wicked 2 deserves the snub. That film betrayed the friendship between the 2 main characters. Okay, hot take. What an irresponsible example to set before young women and girls everywhere. Okay, people are getting into the weeds on Wicked. I mean, really the story is that, this has happened before where you've got 2 movies. Everyone knows the sequel is on its way. If Wicked 2 had really delivered for critics and was considered a better movie, you might get... we might have seen Oscar nominations for Ariana and Cynthia, but the movies, the first one got such great rave reviews, and the second one not so much. A big shocker to me was that none of the songs from Wicked were nominated. Like, you would think they would have at least thrown a bone to Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo so they could perform at the show, get a little star power there. Nothing. They wrote 2 new songs for Wicked for Good. They had Girl in the Bubble and they had No Place Like Home, and neither were nominated. Obviously, K-pop Demon Hunters Golden is the front runner for that one. So this is also the first year, I guess, we've had 10 nominations for Best Picture. No, 10 nominations for the first Wicked. Okay, so this is kind of crazy. So the Wicked is the big story. Last year, Wicked, the first one, 10 nominations, and they won 2 of them, which is not great odds. This year, nothing. John Chu did not get Best Director. I'm really surprised he didn't get Best Visual Effects, but a lot of, fans online said they relied too much on CGI, and which isn't really true. They, Cynthia Erivo, if you look at the behind the scenes, she's flying. She's on a wire, and they're sending her across Oz, but, people just were not feeling the love for Wicked for good, and neither was the Academy this morning. And then we also have a little hate about Marty Supreme. How is Marty Supreme winning everything? Well, first of all, they're just nominated. Someone said it literally just came out. There's mixed reviews about Marty Supreme. It's definitely a Josh Shafty movie, Uncut Gems. Famously, put Julia Fox on the map. Uncut Gems. She was the Safdie brothers' muse. And this movie definitely follows in the footsteps, energy-wise and tone-wise. It's a really funny movie. But it's also very stressful. I remember walking out of it with my hands sweating, thinking, I've never been this nervous about ping pong in my life. So speaking of Timothée Chalamet, we have a commenter that says Wicked suffered the Dune 2 syndrome. Interesting. So this is where the sequel is not considered as good as the first one. And sometimes the way the Academy, they like to edge out their nominations and don't want to give too much love right away. And they think, okay, let's see how you do in the next one, and maybe we'll give it for that. But famously, sequels are usually not as good as the first one. The Godfather 2 might be the only exception to that. So that's an interesting point. Thanks so much, commenter. Yeah. So we also, oh, this is great. One commenter said, I hope Kylie comes. Oh, Kylie's going to be there. She's been Timothée Chalamet's good luck charm so far. He's won a Critics' Choice Awards, a Golden Globes, and the two have actually been way more public about their relationship. We've been talking about it nonstop at Page 6. He thanked her in both of his acceptance speeches and called her his partner. And Page 6 exclusively revealed that the two have been secretly living together for a year now. So it seemed very low key for about 3 years, but it turns out these two are basically married. And so if Timmy doesn't bring Kylie on the red carpet and she isn't there for his potential first Oscar win, that would be a big bummer for us. Another viewer commented, really excited year for films. Hope Ryan Coogler wins Best Director. There seems to be a lot of love for Ryan Coogler. If you listen in the live stream, every time his name was mentioned, huge applause. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson is obviously the front runner so far because of what we've seen on the award show, but this could be Ryan Coogler's year. I think he might have it in the bag for Best Original Screenplay. That sometimes happens at the Oscars where, they want to recognize a great director. And if they're a writer-director, they might win the screenplay. But Paul Thomas Anderson is behind some of the biggest movies of all time in the Oscars' eyes. Of course, Boogie Nights, There Will Be Blood. He has such a great track record, and I really feel like this is his year. So this is interesting. Timothée Chalamet was also nominated for producer for Marty Supreme. He's 30 years old, and he's producing films. That's a really big deal. What's interesting about the Oscars is that the person who accepts the award for Best Picture is the producer of the film. So for instance, when The Green Book won, we saw Octavia Spencer up there. It's like, oh yeah, Octavia Spencer, she won. She was part of this movie. She was behind the scenes in this movie, but then you get to see, all of the faces, all of the Hollywood, movers and shakers that come up and accept for the award. So it's not always the face of the movie or even the director. What's that? All right, great. So that's it. This is an exciting morning. I didn't even need my coffee. I got so excited about all these surprises and snubs. I'm going to pour one out for Ari and Cynthia. No love for them, but if we could turn back the clock and give them an Oscar for Wicked 1, I wish we could, because that really felt like the right moment for both of them. But I can't wait to see what happens on March 15th. The 98th Academy Awards will be hosted by Conan O'Brien. It starts at 7 on ABC and Hulu. And of course, keep it right here at Page 6 for all of your red carpet coverage and all the biggest surprises for the night. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.